Hey, I'm Derek, it's me, Derek, and welcome to Stop Skeletons from Fighting. As a dumb guy, I like dumb things. Y'all already know I got tons of dumb stuff in my video game collection. I mean, having a massive video game collection in your mid-30s is itself pretty dumb. But even at maximum Derek, dudes like me have their limits. And that limit is with pre-order special edition versions of games. Gigantic plastic boxes full of figurines and posters and soundtracks. I gotta be honest, I don't really care about none of that. I mean, who's got the room for all these things? I mean, I pulled all my stuff out of storage just so I could put it into another storage. And collector's editions can get really expensive. I mean, usually a game's price is a reflection of rarity, but what's rare in the age of digital downloads? Assuming they don't just get taken down. And I don't want to talk about it. It still hurts. I mean, before, back in my day, it was meaningful just to have a copy of GoldenEye, just to have one. But today, is it really so special just to have Halo 3? And then it hit me. The stream of garbage that publishers tempt us with pre-orders. That's what's become the new collectible stuff as time wore on. And okay, I'm saying this as a connoisseur of garbage. The strategy guide for Blasto. Save the babes, protect Uranus. Get it? It's a good game. No, it's not actually. I don't even own it. But I'm bringing up a PlayStation 1 game for a reason. The great North American video game crash of the 80s was burned into the minds of game makers and really publishers for a really long time. They were super careful about not overproducing stock. Also, cartridges were expensive to manufacture. It became common for in-demand games to sell out on the first day, and retail stores set up pre-orders to deal with this, starting around the mid-90s. I think we can all sympathize with the kid who had to go home empty-handed because Zelda was sold out at the KB Toys. We're driving around Anchorage all day trying to find any store with win-back. Okay, maybe that last one was just me. But pre-orders helped publishers know how much stock they needed to produce. It made sense. You put down $5 at Babbage's, they send out orders to the publisher makes enough copies, and you pay the rest when you pick up the game on release day. Everybody wins. Well, it also had the side effect of getting money in the bag before anyone knew how bad your game was. People, one of my biggest pre-order regrets was Silent Hill 4: The Room. Yeah, I got the guide with it too. I got duped into the whole thing. Say what you want about this game, all right? I personally was not satisfied with my purchase. Okay, a little satisfied. And speaking of satisfied, let me tell you about an extremely satisfying game from our sponsor, AFK Arena. Link and code are in the description below. AFK Arena is doing a crossover with SNK to celebrate their 1-year anniversary. And retro gamers and fighting game fans might recognize that radical samurai dude as none other than Ukyo Tachibana from the classic arcade fighter Samurai Showdown. He's actually one of the MVPs on my team already. Sam Show has been around since the early 90s, and it's crazy to think about this now, but it was actually the first game to bring the drama of sword fighting to arcade fighters. And if you download now, you get a free 7-day trial with Ukyo. I've been playing AFK Arena to relax before bed. There's the main campaign, but also character specking, arenas, bonus dungeons, bounties. It really scratches that itch that I have for collecting stuff. Or hey, you know what? Don't do any of that. AFK Arena meets you where you want to be. And here is what I love about this game. In the time it took me to tell you about all this stuff, my heroes got new loot just in that time I was talking to you. Collect, bam, and look at them go. Grind them up, Ukyo. That's my dudes. If you play this weekend, the weekend of April 17th and April 19th, you'll get 50 Hero Summon Scrolls for free. And if you use the code AFK888 in-game, you get 300 diamonds and 3 elite heroes for free, but only until May 8th. Link and the code is in the description below. Thank you to AFK Arena for sponsoring this part of the episode, and collect, bam. Pre-orders weren't a slam dunk solution for retailers and publishers though. What if a customer would put money down, but then decide not to buy the game? If you're Nintendo, you might say, screw them, hold out for more. But most publishers aren't Nintendo, and this meant losing out on money. Also, the rise of digital downloads and online shopping had brick and mortar mom and pop stores scrambling to stay relevant, so they raised the stakes. Limited editions, collector's editions, day 1 super special kick the camera editions. These collector's editions had high markups that not only netted publishers a little more money, it also helped ensure a pre-orderer wouldn't change their mind. Plus, collecting stuff is fun. Collectors like collecting stuff. Give me the stuff, I want stuff. The soundtrack? Sure. Art book? Give it to me. Got the Halo 2 steel case. Had to get the special edition DVD with that. Got the Doom 3 steel case. Had to get the classic Doom games I already owned. We got the steel case for Sekiro, even though I didn't really like this game. Had to get the deluxe edition for Resident Evil 2. But usually these are just like 10, 15 extra bucks. It's not asking too much. For example, I have the Dark Souls 2 Black Armor Edition. This comes with a cool steel case, a soundtrack, and a voucher for exclusive armor. Yeah, I pre-ordered. I have the special edition of like my least favorite Dark Souls game. They got me again. And I bought this game again on PS4.
You did?
Yeah, no, this is the PS3 version.
How many hours have you put into that game?
Oh, too many.
Say it.
Say it. But between this version and the PS4 version, like maybe about 200 hours. And I don't even like this one. I don't even like it that much. But that Dark Souls 2, that's a good example because sometimes the content in these special edition versions is just cosmetic. Other times it's more substantial. Sometimes it's exclusive loot, it's exclusive maps. And you don't want to miss out. You gotta buy early, you gotta pay a little extra more. It's all kind of predatory. Honestly, I don't know if there's a whole lot of examples of it really diminishing buying just the normal version. But things get really out of hand for me with the gigantic collector's edition boxes. Though from the sidelines, it's certainly entertaining to watch. It's turned into this world of like a weird competition between games to like one-up each other, and it's truly gotten crazy, profoundly weird, and just dumb. And then there's stuff that I feel like it's just dumb gimmicks that aren't really for the buying public. They're just to make headlines. Like there's the diamond encrusted Halo 5 helmet that was like $30,000. The $180,000 Grid 2 package that came with a car. The $1 million Saints Row the 4th package. Again, just to make headlines. I'm talking about the buying public here. One single franchise exemplifies all of this, and that is Call of Duty. It is tradition that the Call of Duty games release and have multiple tiers. And usually there's the normal vanilla game, and then of course like 10, 15 bucks gets you extra DLC and like a steel case. But the top tier, every single game's got the top tier ridiculous bundle, and that's what the dumb stuff is. And this is in no particular order. These are just kind of like my favorite greatest hits of ridiculous Call of Duty stuff that I don't even think I ever want to own, but I appreciate that it's there. Starting with Modern Warfare 2, the Prestige Edition, when 150 bucks gets you game codes for OG Call of Duty games and night vision goggles. I think we kind of come full circle though, because the 2019 Modern Warfare has a $200 Dark Edition that also has night vision goggles. Hey Grace, know what's weird about this?
What?
Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare was the first the first Modern Warfare game, right? This new Modern Warfare game is actually the 4th Modern Warfare. So there is Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and then technically Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. Is that post-Modern Warfare?
God.
Moving on, the Black Ops Prestige Edition. For 150 bucks, you get a boatload of bonus content, plus an RC car with a camera and a 2-inch backlit screen so you can drive around your camera and spy on people. Can you imagine what Dr. Disrespect would get into if he had one of these in the public bathroom? Topical. And of course, Call of Duty Ghosts, the best one, the Prestige Edition, 200 bucks got you a 1080p tactical camera with a rechargeable battery and a 4 gig card. And I'm led to believe this is in fact a real camera and not a toy?
You know, this isn't a toy, this is a real camera.
Thank you. But hey, you know what you can attach that camera to? A drone! Call of Duty Black Ops 2, for 180 bucks, the Care Package Edition came with an enormous box and a remote control drone. But be careful. Now I gotta buy another one. That's another 180 bucks. And there's also Black Ops 3, the Juggernog Edition, for 200 bucks, came with a mini fridge, which apparently hold 12 ounce cans.
Gamer fuel.
Hopefully. Nothing but gamer fuel. Now this might actually be the most useful one of all these, like genuinely. Who doesn't want a mini fridge underneath their desk or in their, gaming area? Apparently it makes noise when you open it. It has like lights and stuff, but either you are using this actively or it's collecting dust in your attic.
There's no middle.
I can't imagine a middle ground, yeah. And last, certainly not least, maybe the dumbest, the World at War Collector's Edition. For 80 bucks, you get a whole bunch of content and a stainless steel canteen that you can't even open. Some classic Activision. It's maybe the dumbest of all, or maybe the best because at only 80 bucks, it was the cheapest. So those are all mostly functional. Most franchises, however, don't have a large enough fan base or enough insane marketing money to support, tactical spy gear. Most collector's editions are happy with just figurines. And wow, there are so many to go around. So many figurines. And a lot of them were cool. But of course, somebody, it was inevitable, would push the boundaries of good taste. Fear 3, a naked, glow-in-the-dark pregnant belly Alma. That's awesome. I thought Alma was like a little girl, and then when I saw this, I was like, do I want to know? I didn't even look into it. I was like, that's enough. I really don't know a whole lot about the Fear games except Alma is a scary little girl, but apparently she's grown now and pregnant. And you can have that on your desk. Then there's things like the Dead Island Riptide Zombie Bait for 119.99 pounds. A severed torso. We got no head. We got no arms. We got no legs. But we got perfectly preserved boobies. This apparently was not sold in North America. We instead got the rigor mortis $70 version, which had a hula zombie girl. Yeah, a lot of people weren't too crazy about this one, but I will say this. If you're the type of person who wants something like this, then all your friends know you are that guy. Or you don't have friends, or you don't invite them over. You having this on your shelf where Hilo can see it, that's a statement. Live your life, do you, but just know you got the zombie bait, Dead Island torso on your shelf. You're making a statement, all right? And I'm a man who likes, I don't mind trashy movies or trashy games, but even for me, I was like, oof, like, come on, man.
Yeah, they should have just eaten one of the boobs.
Yeah.
Like
Are we Peggy 18 or not, man?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for real. Step up to the plate. I'm actually kind of shocked that the Catherine Love Is Over special edition only came with boxers and not a body pillow. I think that's actually in good taste, however. I've been to game conventions. Handing out fresh underwear is a noble cause.
Low blow.
It's shoot fish in a barrel, I guess, yeah. Pre-orders can get pretty ridiculous, sometimes just embarrassing, which becomes its own problem for the companies. I mean, sometimes stuff is too much stuff. The Halo 3 Legendary Edition got a day one $70 price drop on Amazon. They were just slashing the prices to get them out of their inventory. And then the packaging even scratched up the discs, and Microsoft had to give a bunch of refunds for that. I would say the whole thing is ridiculous, and it was a bad idea, except that apparently the Master Chief helmet is too small to fit on a human head, but apparently it fits a cat's head, and we have a cat-sized dog, so maybe we do need to own that.
I'm not opposed. I'm not against it.
I got the approval from the Battle Axe.
What?
And speaking of the buying public, sometimes these collector's editions are just the icing on the shit cake that is a symbol of broken promises. Case in point, Fallout 76. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. You had to have known it was coming. First off, there were the nylon bags. The press got these great nylon bags, and then the buying public got these crappy ones. Then there was also, they had to recall these helmets for mold, for like seriously dangerous mold. Apparently it was just the red GameSpot exclusive versions, but you know what? For that whole mess, go watch Matt's videos, go watch the What Happens. It's a never-ending tire fire, Fallout 76. It'd be wonderful if it wasn't just so sad. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinity, I love this. For 200 bucks, it came with this 4-pack of cool figurines, but also a 6-pack of little eggs that you couldn't take out of a package because they glow. A literal Easter eggs. And you can't take them out and show them around. No, they have to stay inside so they can glow. 200 bucks well spent. And next I got an odd one out. This is technically a PC game, but I had to mention it. Duke Nukem Forever's Duke's Fully Loaded Package. For $245, you got a graphics card with Duke Nukem on it. There's a video of the unboxing of Randy Pitchford unboxing it. If you listen closely, people laugh when he brings it out. The idea that you would need a special graphics card for that Duke Nukem Forever tech. Like, I think Crysis 2 had a graphics card set, but yes, you would expect a game like that to come with a graphics card. Who went out of their way to upgrade their PC so that it could play Duke Nukem Forever? You poor soul. But there was a set for you. And let's take it home with NBA Jam shoes. Yes, they remade NBA Jam for Xbox 360, and it came with shoes. Oh no, Uncle Derek is turning into a sneakerhead. That's not the case. All I know is that these sneakers, they weren't Jordans, they're just Nikes. That's all I know about them. Yes, sneakerheads and game collectors, two of the most obnoxious collectors out there, coming together, NBA Jam Nike shoes. Cool. So this is where Uncle Derek draws the line for collecting, but that's just how I'm living. It's really a practicality issue. I don't have the space for gigantic boxes. But if someone did have like a whole living room or a giant walk-in closet that they could dedicate to these types of gigantic boxes, I think that would be kind of cool. But that's just how I'm living. We researched a lot for this video. It is a bottomless, fascinating well to go through the last 10 years of games, 10, 15 years of games, and look at all the different collector's editions, all the different giant boxes. So what are some of your favorites that we couldn't talk about, or that we did talk about? Let us know. How do you like to collect? I'm Uncle Derek. This is Stop Skeletons and Fighting. Thanks so much for watching. We have a Patreon. Please check us out. Support the show on Patreon. We also have some merch. This is Stop Skeletons and Fighting t-shirts available at pixelempire.com. Next time we will maybe move the camera so that we can see the shirt the whole time. We are streaming Wednesdays on twitch.tv/Stop Skeletons and Fighting. Hopefully more streams soon after that. More videos coming, streams, merch, Patreon. So much happening. Everybody, have fun. Do you. Don't listen to the chumps. Stay powerful. And I'll see you next time. Take care.